All right. We're going to see here who we got coming in. Do, 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 do. Okay, cool. We are rocking and rolling right now. Currently, nobody in right now, but that's cool. It's fine. But we are here. We are here to rock and roll. We are 4 minutes away from the live stream. Well, not live stream. The start of the panel, the D23 panel, from starting up, and we are going to be checking out every single thing. So it's gonna be a pretty fun, chill time. Fact. Let me go here. Do, 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 do. All right. Got the post out. Do, do, do. Right. All right. Let's rock and roll here. Gonna be doing a little bit of gameplay for SuperCard. I've not played this, at least on the channel anyway, for quite a bit of time. So it's been a hot second since I last touched this game, at least again, channel wise. So here we go. Say I apologize in advance. I apologize in advance if I seem quiet during my gameplays because I'm trying to concentrate. 2 and 5, huh? Okay. But it is now 10 o'clock. Oh, got one. Hey, Shawn Michaels, nice. That's that's pretty good, if I do say so myself. 5. I keep cutting it close, huh? 5 again. See, that was pretty good. I now have a Shawn Michaels Pro, which is nice. And what's cool on Fridays is that they always do 2 free goes. Got Walk the Ropes. See if I am a bit on the lucky side. Exclusive draft pick. Equipment. 3 rarity draft picks. Need to avoid a 4. Which I'm able to do. 2 and 6. 3. Just need to avoid a 3. Walk the ropes again. Lunge Blaze. 2 and 6. Walk the ropes again. 4 draft picks. 1, 3, and 4. Not able to this time. Eight draft picks. And immediately get a reset. Nice. Huh? Another Ricky Saints. Huh? Oh, another reset. Lola Vice. I believe that Lola Vice is also a pro as well, if I am not mistaken. Let's see here. Say I have a lot of pros. Yeah, that Shawn Michaels is a pro. And yeah, Lola Vice is indeed a pro. Which is awesome. Fortify that Maurice. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Say, let me take a look here. Say the panel would have already started at this point. Of course, I'm going to be keeping an eagle eye out for anything new from any of the Disney front, which is Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and of course Disney animation or anything live action. And so far, there's nothing as of right now. But of course, we're gonna be on the lookout for that. But yeah, let us continue forward here. Like I said, I have had no time. I've not played a single bit of LMS yet. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to get rid of cards in order for me to be able to do this. I already messed it up. Nice. There we go. Now we got something here. Keep getting the silver packs. Say I need to open one that I have not opened yet, which would be this one. Try again. Wait, can I still open even though I don't have a key? What? I was about to say, yeah, I don't have a key anymore. I do like this new mode, although I've not played it on mouse and keyboard yet, so this is going to be fun time. Alright, so let's try it again. Try it again a little bit here. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So yeah, like I said in my review for Nimrods, which just recently went live on the channel when I was live tonight. Um, I said that my Saturday is gonna be pretty pretty extensive. Um, and I just have my first view here on the live stream. That's pretty cool. Um, Let me see here if there has been anything so far talked about at D23 here. Let me see here. By the way, I have to give a massive thank you to Discussing Film for being there. A lot of people are actually there covering off the event. It's just that I'm not, so we're live streaming. We're live streaming it. Let me see if there's been anything posted. No, doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Alright. We've managed to make at least a little bit of a dent. I really want to get to playing LMS because I'm not, again, not been able to. Because I've been fairly busy. So let me see here. Two more draft picks. And that's going to lead to another draft pick. BFAB. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go see End of Oak Street 6, the musical, which I'm thinking is gonna be pretty good. Um, then I'm also going to go see, I forget the name of the third movie that I'm going to go see. But yeah, I just completely forgot about the other movie that one of the movies that I'm going to go see. But to cap off the day, I will be seeing Train to Busan for its 10th anniversary screening, which I think will be pretty cool, if you ask me. It will be pretty cool. 502. I don't need these event cards. anymore. So just go ahead and throw these babies out so that I can get my card count down. I'm just trying to think. Obviously, my SummerSlam cards, which I have an abundance of them, all of those can be pro'd. But I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. Um, yeah, as of right now, nothing yet in terms of D23 front. Not seeing anything. Not seeing anything quite yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet. Alright. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing quite yet. So let us delve in to some LMS. I'm gonna have to come out of like every game that I do to get rid of of the cards. That's gonna be like annoying. Those five I'll have to do. There we go. Bit more to the catalog opened up. There we go. Oh, man. Like I said, I've not been able to come in and start playing LMS yet because, again, just been so busy with all the stuff going on, outside of me doing YouTube, um, that it is just got to do my adulting stuff first before I can, go and do all the fun things that I want to do. Say that ain't good. Louder. There we go. Got a little bit of music going on in the background. All right. Got lucky. Man. They just keep rocking and rolling along. As I say, yeah, I also need to pick cards off the board. Let's say I won't be bummed out with not getting a Roman because I already have him pro'd. Huh, I got him anyway. I think I already have him in as an F3. Let me take a look. So yeah, I already have him as an F3. Huh? There we go. And I know I'd probably just like triggered a lot of people by doing that, training away Roman Reigns, but I already have him. I already have him pro'd. Huh? So combine, there we go. Alrighty. Oh man. So the panel has now it's now started. They started out with some musical performances. And again, big massive props to Discussing Film, who is one of many people that are in attendance for D23 out in California. Say, doing some good old LMS, Last Man Standing gameplay while we wait and see what is going to be talked about, what is going to be discussed at D23. Of course, we had Comic-Con not that long ago, but that was more for the Marvel side of the Disney household, which, speaking of, the clock for Avengers Doomsday has been updated, and it has been updated to now have Doctor Doom in front of the clock, which I think is pretty cool. And also, tickets are now on sale for Doomsday, although I will say good luck in trying to get them because, whoo boy, when I checked today, they were on the verge of selling out or getting close to selling out. So, um, yeah, it's gonna be a really popular movie. That's what I'm gonna figure. Um, but of course, Doomsday not being the only movie that's gonna be opening up that weekend because Dune Part 3 is, and they will soon be um, putting out their tickets for sale, um, which that's going to be a bit bothersome for me. Not bothersome, but it's just going to be like it's going to be a little bit difficult to try and get the seats that I want to try and get for this movie. Because even with like the Odyssey tickets, um, they went really, really quickly. And so the first time that I went to go see Odyssey, it was like way up in the front. Um, then the next time it was a little bit further back. And now, for Labor Day, I'm going to go see it for a third time, and thankfully that one is like in the way back as well. I like sitting in the way back. For Heenan, nice. There's Cruise Montana, the new. Oh, and another Pump It Up, nice. That Heenan though is going to be extra vital. Piece of equipment, and then here's today's, which is 250 credits. Um, do do do. Okay. All right. So I can probably also get rid of some older supports that I don't necessarily need. I don't need you. I don't need you. I will keep the special supports, but I don't think, yeah, the special supports I will keep, but the other ones I think can go. There we go. That should clear up little bit of space in the support department. There we go. Now I don't have to constantly check every single time. All right. Let us now continue forth, shall we? Check here. Nothing yet. Alright. Anything uploaded yet? Doesn't look like it yet. Does not look like it yet. Alright. Let us continue forward. Alright. Do. So I need to get Paige changed over. Need to get her changed over. About lost my mic there. That would have been that would have been bad. Our way through here. So I'll probably also mix in some campaign playthrough as well, because I'm also slowly but surely getting through that as well. Say I got my block back, which is good. That it ended up losing. Getting closer to actually being able to get the card. Let's say our first little bit of news. Not any footage, but a little bit of news has come across our way. Anne Hathaway took to the stage at D23 and said that Princess Diaries 3. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that correctly. Princess Diaries 3 is very much happening. They are working very hard on trying to make that a reality. Which I've not seen the other two. However, I will say that I do remember them being on Disney Channel as like the movie that they played like every night at what was it, like 7, 8 o'clock, something around there. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool that they're gonna be, hard at work trying to make Princess Diaries 3 happen. Um, Anne Hathaway this year she's had a really good year. Um, she was in Devil Wears Prada 2, which was a really good success. She's in Odyssey right now. Not going to be, she's in End of Oak Street. I think the trailer for her next project, I believe it's called Verity, if I'm saying that correctly. That is already out right now. Um, and I've not had the chance to see and look at it yet. Um, or I might have, and it's just slipping my mind right now. But either or, like, she's had a really, really good year this year. And I'm so, so excited to see what she's got coming next. All right. Making my way through this here. We actually have a live viewer. Hello, live viewer. It's good to see someone else here with me. Um, I am. This is probably a stupid decision on my part, but I'm gonna do it. So, of course, the panel started today at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am out on the East Coast, which means that it's almost a quarter till 11 right now. So yeah, it's gonna be late night. It's gonna be a late night, to say the very least. Um, but yeah, I only have one person to blame for that, and that is myself. So I'm the one that's gonna be putting myself through this here. Let's see here. I also love the fact that, again, I've not played SuperCard for a long, long time um, on this channel. So I just find it absolutely hysterical that Minihausen is a permanent fixture. Like, he has now a base card in the game, which I find to be absolutely hysterical. Oh, man. I'd say the news is starting to pour on in from D23. Um, we discussed that Anne Hathaway has stated that they're working hard on Princess Diaries 3. Well, we have another little bit of news that has come down the pipeline, and that is the new Simpsons movie that will be coming out, I think, if my memory serves me correctly, because they also have a poster up at D23 showing off at least the Simpsons logo for the new Simpsons movie. So, see if my brain actually remembers here what the release date, and I don't think my mind is coming up with it. Let me see here. September 3rd, 2027. That is the release date that they have posted, at least on the billboards for San Diego, not San Diego Comic-Con. D23. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. I've had a long, long and busy day today. And it's just been whew. But getting back on track. Simpsons movie. They had their first teaser for that dropped at D23, and it shows it included a whole chase scene that had Homer running after a baseball all around Springfield. So, yeah, and like I said, this movie is going to be coming out September 3rd of next year. And again, just for a bit of reference, like I did with the Princess Bride movie, the first Simpson movie that came out in, what was it? It had to have been like late 2000s or 2010. And the reason why I remember this so vividly is because the Simpsons movie was actually the first PG-13 movie that my parents ever took me to go see. And that was kind of like a big moment for me growing up as a kid, was going to see the Simpsons movie well before I understood all of the adult jokes that were going on in that movie. But now as an adult, I'm like, I recognize all those jokes. Um, but it will be very interesting. I think I also saw somewhere um, that one of the actresses, um, I think the person who voices Lisa, in the Simpsons, I think she said that, coming up to, what is it, like they're in like season 30s, like they're in like the 30s in terms of like their seasons, right? Like Simpsons has been going on for a really long time. Um and so, I think she said like once season 40 hits, I think they may be calling it done there. Um so we'll have to see how this movie, does. Um and there's no really way I could have backed out of that one. See, that's why I like playing SuperCard on my phone, is so that I can be able to, back out and not like, screw up everything on my streaming setup. And again, big, massive shout out to Discussing Film for posting everything going on at D23. Because again, it's really cool that, you know as a Disney fan myself, I would very much like the honor and fortune of going to a D23 at some point in my life, but that's just a little bit too far out of my reach at this point. Again, I would love to go to a D23 at some point. Um, but it's just not there right now. But while all that is being said, we do have some new information down the pipeline, which is about Incredibles 3. Which I'm so pumped that they're doing a 3. Um, Now, I know some people will, provide the counter argument of, oh, they don't need to do a 3. But I say, no, no, no. En contraire, my friends. I think it's really cool that they're doing a 3, because I think that there is a whole host of stories that can be told in this world. And the fact that they are doing a 3 just makes me so very happy. Although I do think Brad Bird is staying on in a creative role. I don't think he is directing this movie, if my memory is serving me correctly. I think that he is not directing this movie. But Incredibles 3 will follow the children in a quest to prove that they can be real superheroes. The villain will focus on the idea of how not all superheroes are good. That's very intriguing. I do like the fact that we're going to be following the kids, Dash, Violet, and Jack. Um, I think that's really cool. That's a very interesting tack for the villain. The villain's, going to prove that not all superheroes do good. That's pretty cool. And we also had a first little bit of concept art drop. And it is Mr. Incredible holding up some sort of a sphere. But my assumption is that it's probably going to be like a globe of some sort. And the movie is going to be releasing in June. Of course it is. In 2028. So that's going to be really, really fun, in my opinion. That's going to be really fun. And again, so happy that they are going to be doing a third Incredibles film. That's awesome. The saying, the news just keeps on rolling in. We have now our first couple of bits of concept art for Coco 2, which, again, I know some people will, be on their hands and knees saying, why on earth do we need a Coco 2? Well, let me remind you of the world that we live in right now. And that world is very much driven by sequels and money. And, you know, IP is basically what makes money at the box office. Now, there have been instances this year that say otherwise. Like, for instance, Obsession and Backrooms, but all Backrooms is, kind of based on IP. Um, and, Obsession being wholly unique. And then, for, but if you look at the movies that are top of the chart now, it is Spider-Man is at the top. That's IP. Michael, that's, IP as well. But like Mario Galaxy, that's IP. Toy Story 5, that's IP. So it's like IP drives at the box office. But here we have our first little look at concept art for Coco 2. And there we go. We have Miguel. Yeah, Miguel with his dog Dante. Miguel, of course, a little bit older now. Then we go to the next little bit of concept art, which shows Miguel with Grandma Imelda, which looks really, really good, in my opinion. That looks really, really, really good. And then just as a little bit of extra for all the game lovers out there, Coco is going to be added in as a location for Kingdom Hearts 4, which I think is really, really cool. I've not been a person who has been big into the Kingdom Hearts. Like, I know Kingdom Hearts is like a big thing, but I've never gotten into it. Sorry, I've never gotten into it. And we have our first little bit of footage. Granted, it is only a teaser. It is only a teaser, but it is footage nonetheless. We have some footage for Pixar's newest original film, and I'm going to go and close out my game because I'm going to try and because we're going to start probably getting stuff here relatively soonish. So I want to be sure that we're rocking and rolling and we're good to go. But we have our first teaser for Pixar's newest original film, which will be called Ghost Market. The supernatural thriller follows a young boy who enters into a hidden market that happens to be the crossroads of the living and the dead. It says it's going to be coming out spring of 28. If I remember correctly, Gato comes out either late this year or early next year. I can't remember which is which. My assumption is that they'll probably talk about Gato. Um, I assume during tonight. It'd be weird if they didn't, but hey ho, I could be wrong. But let us take a look at this footage, this little teaser for Ghost Market. And before I end up doing so, let me make sure, because I want to make sure that the audio is there, because I had it muted for when I was playing SuperCard, because sometimes there'd be like weird clicks that happen whenever I play the game on my laptop. Anyway, here we go. Let us take a look at this footage.
So it's basically a movie about hungry ghosts. A lot of crazy stuff happens. It's good. You'll like it. So it's not like some of those other scary movies where you're like, well, gonna have nightmares about that for the rest of my life. Oh no, it's back. In theaters coming 2028.
That's really good. That's pretty good. I love the fact that it's the character from the movie talking about the movie with like the little bit of footage right there. That's pretty good. That's really good. But yeah, that looks really really cool. Pixar's like first like real foray into horror. And when I say first real foray, like there have been scary moments in Pixar. Don't get me wrong, but like this is their first real actual foray into doing a horror movie. Like that's pretty cool if you ask me. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely have that one. Definitely have that one circled up for 2028. That is for sure going to be the case. Well, I spoke earlier about Coco being an addition to Kingdom Hearts, and with Kingdom Hearts 4, and they have now dropped a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. That'll be releasing in late 27. I'm not going to react to it, but in tandem with all the Kingdom Hearts stuff, they have also announced that a Kingdom Hearts animated series is going to be in the works for Disney Plus, which I think is really, really cool. Again, as someone is, not well versed in Kingdom Hearts, I think that is really, really cool. And the fact that, this IP, which has been around for what it's been around for like a really, really long time. Um, but just to see it, you know, get all of this fanfare and now going to be its own animated series, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Um, and once again, I would like to, extend a personal thank you to one discussing film, which is there on location at D23 in California, to, document all of this. Again, I wish it is a dream of mine as a Disney fan to be able to go to a D23 at some point in my life, but it's just not the case. Um, Next up is Pixar's next film that they are going to be releasing, which is Gato, and we have a little bit. They posted an image alongside, which is Gato, the cat, with like a pigeon, in like this. Yeah, I would assume Italian. Yeah, the film follows a black cat in Venice with a love of music who is shunned by locals due to superstitions. Oh, I mean that makes sense. A black cat, yeah, you'd be pretty scared if a black cat came by your way. Um, but yeah, I really love that Pixar does in tandem a combination of um, IP films mixed in with live action films. I think that's really cool. Now, we have reacted to the I believe we have reacted to the first Gato teaser, if I am not mistaken. Let me take a look here. Yes, we have reacted to the teaser trailer for Gato. I mean, it's just a little bitty thing, but the movie does have Mark Ruffalo and Lawrence Fishburne in it as part of the cast. Um, and if I am not mistaken, I believe this movie comes out in again either late this year or early next year. I can't remember exactly, but let us take a look here. Yes, Gato is going to be coming out March of next year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that because again, it is an original Pixar film. Like, we always talk about wanting original films back in Hollywood. Well, Pixar has been like one of the few studios that does give us original films. And so, I always try and go and see and seek them out as best I can. Of course, with the live action Disney trend, it's kind of gone by the wayside, but it is not dead quite yet. because, you do have, your bummers, which are, your Snow Whites, your live action Moanas, and things like that. In other cases, you have hits, like the Lilo and Stitch live action movie that came out a few years back. That puppy made $1 billion. And so, lo and behold, they're going to be making a sequel to it. They're going to be making Lilo and Stitch 2, which, from the image that is posted on Discussing Film on their socials, it looks like it is going to be coming out in 2028, summer of 28 to be specific. And we get our first little look at Angel. Now, I am not well versed in my Lilo and Stitch lore. Like, I do know that they have had a lot of movies. I do remember them having a TV show on Disney Channel. Granted, I don't think I watched all of it. I think I remember seeing like a couple of episodes, and that's it. So I don't remember off the top of my head who Angel is. So that's going to be a bit of a head wraparound moment. But, you know, considering that this movie, again, made $1 billion, are we at all surprised that this movie is being made? I'm not. I'm not surprised in the slightest. So, yeah, live action Lilo and Stitch 2 is going to be happening. Question now is will this movie make $1 billion? We'll have to wait and see. Get a little bit of a hydration there. I'm running my voice. I wouldn't necessarily say ragged, but it was getting just a touch on the dry side. So again, I think I stated this earlier in the live stream, but yeah, my tomorrow is going to be fairly busy. I have 4 movies that I am going to go see tomorrow, which is crazy. I think the most that I've seen in a single day, I think, is 3, but I could be misremembering. But to kick off the day, I will be seeing End of Oak Street in IMAX. Now, the 70mm places, they're still showing Odyssey. So that is, I'm not going to go see it at, the IMAX theater that I normally go to. But I'll be going to a theater that I'm basically seeing everything else at. Then next up is 6, the musical, which, again, much like with Hadestown, I know next to nothing about this musical other than like 6. If I do like maybe some quick thinking on this, the only like thing that 6, and I've seen the trailer for it a couple times, 6, like maybe the 6 wives of Henry VIII, maybe pulling out a little bit of my history knowledge with that. So I'm just taking a shot in the dark with that one. Then next would be, that's the name of the movie that I'm going to go see next. A movie called The Wrong Girls. This one has Kristen Stewart in it and it looks like it is kind of a, I don't want to say a stoner comedy, but it is very much centered around like substances and what they do to people. Um, and it looks like it has a very, very good cast. It's not just Kristen Stewart. I think Lakeith Stanfield is in it. Kate McKinnon is also in it as well. Hence why I'm wanting to go see it. And plus, it also just looks trippy as hell. Um, so that's also another reason why I wanted to go and see it. And then finally, to cap off my day, I will be seeing Train to Busan for its 10th anniversary re-release. Remastered it in 4K, and I've heard nothing but good things about this movie, and so I am very, very excited to go and check that out. So that is kind of my schedule for tomorrow in terms of the movies that I'm going to be going and seeing. Um, right now at D23 they have um Walker Scoble coming out to do some stuff for Percy Jackson. Now, we covered off season 2 of the show for Percy Jackson, and I really enjoyed season 2. And I'm very excited to see what happens with season 3. Um, and it'll be very interesting because they left off season 2 in such a very intriguing spot with Percy still being there, the camp still being intact, but with um, oh god, who was it? Was it Athena? It might have been Athena when she was trapped in the tree, and then she releases, and Percy puts together like, oh no, that she is the one that ends up being my destruction. Um, it'll be interesting to see what that dynamic looks like in season 3. Um, we have some new concept art for Incredibles 3. Like I said, we talked about Incredibles 3 a little bit earlier, but I wanted to show off this picture with the post from Discussing Film saying that Bob feels like he is washed in Incredibles 3. And this is the um, image that accompanied it with like Bob, um, heavily, heavily bandaged up next to his suit, um, which I find that very, very interesting. Um, and intriguing. Also, considering, again, the story, the synopsis that they said at D23 is that the kids are the main focus of this movie. Um, and with Bob thinking that he is, washed up, again, it'll be very, very intriguing to see just what exactly happens. And yeah, nothing quite yet posted onto YouTube. Not quite yet. But yeah, so far, say yeah, we're not even, let's say, um, Discussing Films retweeted a person. Well, I think it's the same guy who runs the Discussing Film Twitter account. He said that they're not even halfway through the panel and they still have Marvel and Star Wars left to go. Yep, we still have quite a bit of time left over. Um, and it's going to be very, very intriguing to see, because I think many people are expecting, um, at least on the Star Wars side, they're probably expecting the Starfighter trailer tonight, which I personally think that that they are probably going to be releasing that as well. For the Marvel side, we might get a new Doomsday trailer, and again, keyword in that statement is might. But I think people are looking towards this movie, or not this movie, this time as Marvel confirming what the lineup for the X-Men is going to be. Because they didn't do that at Comic-Con. They didn't do that. So many people are like, okay, this is probably the place where they're going to confirm who is in the cast for X-Men. So it'll be interesting to see if that does indeed end up being the case. Still don't have anything right now. But let's delve into the future, shall we? I already gave you guys my plans for tomorrow, where I'm going to be seeing 4 movies in a row. And that's gonna be a little bit of a fun time. But let us look ahead to the next couple of weekends. The 21st, so a week from today. There is going to be 2 guarantee of 2 movies that I will probably see. One, of course, being Insidious, Out of the Further, which is, if my memory serves me correctly, that is the 5th or I think it's the 6th Insidious films, because we had first one, second one, third one, Last Key, Red Door. I'm trying to remember the taglines for all of them. And then, of course, this one. Yeah, so this is the 6th one. So I'm going to go and check this movie out. And then we have the next in the long line of Jason Statham is going to kick people all the livelong day movies called Mutiny. We have, or at least I have watched Beekeeper, Working Man, and Shelter. I've done reviews for Working Man and Shelter, and all of those, I think, except for Shelter, I ended up seeing with my dad. So I thought, hey ho, this is the perfect movie for me and him to go and watch. He loves Jason Statham. He has loved at least the 2 that I have taken him to go and see. So I figured this seems like an easy slam dunk for me and him to go and watch. Next, then the weekend after that, on the 28th, that is going to be, again, quite a busy weekend for me, because 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month, 30th is actually AEW All In, so of course expect a review for that, probably same day. because again, that is UK show. That's going to start at a really early time for us here in the States. So, yeah, be sure to be on the lookout for that. And all of the content that I do for that movie, that event, on the channel. Coyote versus Acme, that is coming out after that movie almost got completely trashed by Warner Brothers. It was saved, it was rescued, and now it is going to be released. I might end up covering this one just because of the story that this movie had, and plus I want to, put, two fingers up at Warner Brothers for, trying to, delete this movie from the face of the earth. So I just might go see this just to spite Warner Brothers. So, I'll most likely end up doing a review for this. This one, well, before I even cover that one off, the other kind of big movie that's releasing that weekend is Dog Stars. The Ridley Scott movie that is based on the book of the same name. That one looks really, really interesting. And with a cast like Jacob Elordi, Josh Brolin, Margaret Qualley, and Guy Pearce in it, I think it's going to be really, really good. But the one that is intriguing and enticing me the most here, they are re-releasing Terminator 2 Judgment Day for its 35th anniversary. I would 100% love to go and see this in a theater and experience that. Again, this is James Cameron doing James Cameron things, being absolutely incredible at what he does. And so I would very much like to try and go and see this movie to the best of my ability. So that is August kind of covered. Before we get into September, we have had some new stuff be dropped. They are going to be making a Bluey movie. Now, of course, I have not followed Bluey as much as everyone else has. But I have heard really, really good things about Bluey. That it's just, more than just a kid's show. And so they are actually going to be making a movie. Now, unlike the cartoon, which is, 2D animated, this movie is going to be 3D animated, and we have ourselves the first teaser for this movie. So, without any further ado, let us take a look at the first teaser for the Bluey movie. Let's take a look at this, shall we? This almost looks like a Toy Story intro.
Good one, Bingo. Thanks, Bluey. Don't let it touch the ground. Oh no. Run!
Very, very intriguing. Now, again, I'm not the biggest Bluey fan in the world. I've not watched. I've heard of the show. I've not watched the show. But again, I've heard good things, and that looks very wholesome. That looks like it's gonna be a really, really fun time. I don't know if I will go and see it, but it looks really, really wholesome and really, really cute. Let me see here. Yeah, at the end it said that it's going to be coming out August of next year. August 6th, 2027 is the release date for the Bluey movie. Again, looks like it's going to be very, very wholesome. Now, on to September. So, I think I might have stated this in other videos that I have done in the past. But let me just make it official here and now. I was planning on doing a Hunger Games rewatch. Well, not necessarily a rewatch, kind of well, for the first movie, yes, it's a rewatch. For the others, it is not a rewatch. And then I think for Songbirds and Snakes, that is a rewatch as well. Because if my memory serves me correctly, I think that I covered off Songbirds and Snakes. Did I not? Huh. So I've looked through my channel. I could have sworn that might have been before I started my channel. Might have been. But I have at least watched the last movie to come out, which is Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I have seen that movie, as well as I've seen the first movie. It's just the middle movies that I've not seen. And I was planning on rewatching all 5 of them in the lead up to Sunrise on the Reaping, which will be coming out later this year. However, AMC has decided, well, I should also say, alongside Fathom Events, because it is a Fathom Events or kind of thing, that they are going to be re-releasing all of the Hunger Games movies over the course of Labor Day weekend. So September 3rd, they're going to be re-releasing the first Hunger Games movie. September 4th, Catching Fire. September 5th, Mockingjay Part 1. September 6th, Mockingjay Part 2. And then 7th, Labor Day itself, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So, for me, it will be a rewatch of the first and last movies, and a first-time viewing of the middle movies. So I find it absolutely hysterical that ends up, being the case. So be sure to expect those reviews out on the channel as well. And I think also on September 4th, Onslaught comes out. The movie that has Adrina Ajorna, I may be mispronouncing her name, and Alex Pereira, again, might be mispronouncing that. And the movie is directed by Adam Wingard, same guy that did You're Next, The Guest, and Godzilla vs. Kong. And that looks really, really good. So I will 100% be checking that out. September 11th, the only movie, again, that's listed on the website right now is Practical Magic 2. I might go see it, but I'm not 100% sure that I will go see it. So, that one's kind of up in the air a little bit. Whew. Man, I'm getting tired. Woo. On the 18th, there may be some certain locations that end up showing Transformers, the movie, for its 40th anniversary. I don't think I'll be able to go and check that out. It's quite a ways away, drive-wise for me. So I don't think, unless there's an IMAX movie that comes out that same weekend, I don't think I will be able to catch that. And then 25th, there's not anything listed right now on their website in terms of movies for the 25th. So went beyond the reach of AMC's website. So that's at least month and a half of stuff that you can look forward to on the channel, at least in terms of movie coverage content. In terms of wrestling content, need to get back my train of thought here. Wow, I've completely lost my train of thought. I really need to go to bed. No, regained it. Okay, so wrestling content. In terms of that, All In is going to be taking place at the end of the month, which I'm very much looking forward to. The card is shaping up really, really nicely, and I'm very excited about that. So again, be sure to be on the lookout for that review, probably same day as the event, because again, it's in Britain. It's going to be at a lot nicer time here in the States. Then September is going to be busy. Well, 1 week in particular is going to be very, very busy for me. AEW will be coming around my neck of the woods in September. And so I will actually be able to go to the show. So, of course, be on the lookout for entrance videos from said event. And then, funny enough, SmackDown will be in my neck of the woods a couple days after the fact. So I'll probably end up going there. I don't have my ticket for that yet, but I'm playing it smart and waiting until prices drop so that I can get a good seat at a really good price. So I'll probably end up going to SmackDown as well. And then that same weekend on Saturday the 26th, 2 shows. WWE will be Worlds Collide, and AEW will be All Out. So that's going to be fun, and that's purely coincidental as well. Purely coincidental. And then October, that was Money in the Bank on the 10th, and then Wrestle Dream on the 17th. I might be going to Wrestle Dream. Might be. That's a big, the key word again in that statement is might. I might be going to Wrestle Dream. Because that is in Orlando. And I was like, maybe I might go. Maybe I might go. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And then Full Gear, I believe, is Thanksgiving week. Granted, I don't know when exactly in Thanksgiving week. I think I know... Oh, no, it's not Thanksgiving week. What was I thinking? Full Gear is November 14th. And then I think Survivor Series is like 2 weeks after that, on the 28th of November. And then oh god, December. I've heard rumors that the John Cena Classic might happen in December. Might, again, being the key word there. And then, of course, World's End being in December for AEW. So that kind of rounds out the year for wrestling coverage here on the channel. We have now a little bit more. They are bringing The Greatest Showman to the stage, which I find absolutely hysterical. A musical, then going to the stage. I mean, granted, it has happened before in the past, but I find it absolutely hysterical. Woo! I'm trying to hold back a yawn there. So that will be very, very interesting. And then we also have a release date for the live-action Tangled movie, which will be coming out. They have a targeted release date for March 31st of 2028. And we have our first look at the live-action portrayals of Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. Now, to give you a bit of context, so I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, why am I blanking? Dude from the Zombies movies on Disney Channel. Milo, and I forget his last name. I'm forgetting his last name. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Milo Manheim? There we go. I finally was able to pull up the name. And yeah, it's the same dude from the Zombies movies that are on Disney Channel. As Flynn, Tegan Croft is Rapunzel, and this right here, this, I believe, is the genius casting. And the sole reason why I'm going to go see this movie. Catherine Hahn as Mother Gothel. Considering what she was able to do in Agatha All Along, she's 100% going to nail this. She's 100% going to nail it. 110%. But like I said, we have our first look at our live action Flynn and Rapunzel, and I must say they look really good. Like, it almost looks straight out of the cartoon, especially Tegan Croft as Rapunzel. Like, that is almost pitch perfect. Is almost 100% pitch perfect. But going back to what I was talking about with Kathryn Hahn as Mother Gothel, she's gonna nail it. And the thing that I'm most looking forward to when going to see this movie, Mother Knows Best. I just know she's gonna kill it during that. She's 100% going to kill that. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, that looks really good. It's been really good. I have seen some things about, who is backstage, but I don't want to give that away quite yet. I don't want to give that away because, I imagine that there's going to be, maybe an announcement or two, in the coming moments. Again, need a little bit of a hydration right there. But yes, it does concern, the X-Men, which I think again was the big thing coming into this weekend was, are they going to show off who the X-Men are? And, I have seen some posts on discussing film, and again, massive shout out to discussing film for being there. They're in person, capturing every single thing that is going on during tonight's event. But like, I have seen some posts on his Twitter page about who is backstage, and it does concern the X-Men. But again, I don't want to reveal that quite yet, because again, I want to make you sit there, and I want you to squirm, and I want you to think about it. And also, plus, you can also probably pull it up on his Twitter and see it for yourself as well. We now have our first look at the Oswald animated series. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the series that Jon Favreau worked on. If I am not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 3-part mini-series, which will be coming in 2027. And we have our first little look. And like I said, it's combining live action and animation, and I think that looks pretty cool, if you ask me. But like I said, I think this is the series that Favreau has worked on, because if I remember correctly, he has stated that he has worked on Oswald in like some couple of ancillary videos that I've watched on the side. But I'm thinking that this might be the series. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure on that. So, like I said, Walker Scobell came out for a little bit of a discussion for Percy Jackson Season 3. And lo and behold, we now have ourselves a new trailer. We have the first trailer for Percy Jackson Season 3. I'm very much excited for that. If you were here earlier in the live stream, you will have heard me talk about how they left things in they left things in a very interesting position leading into this season. But without any further ado, let us take a look at the first trailer for Percy Jackson Season 3. Let's take a look at this, shall we?
Last week I had a dream. That was about the great prophecy. I saw the Olympians.
They might...
And the Titans.
Might have replaced Zeus, huh?
Something bad is coming.
Percy looking dapper.
Do you ever get used to all this?
Nope.
Love has the power to start wars, and it has the power to end them. If we're going to survive a war with the Titans, it will be because of love.
I think you may be getting ahead of yourself.
Really?
Kate McKinnon, that's awesome.
You didn't want her. You wanted me. We
Oh, that
don't know
looked
where
like
she is.
Hoover Dam.
The gods don't know where she is.
Yes, he's back. He's back, baby.
Help me.
You cannot stop what's coming.
If it came down to a choice between me and Olympus, you'd burn it to the ground. Is this how quests normally go?
Pretty much.
Say intriguing. I'm wondering if that one figure that we see at the end of the trailer, I'm wondering if that is Prometheus. And I could be wrong in that. I could be 100% wrong about that. But yeah, dude, that looks really, really good. Continuing on from season 2, Percy, not wanting to sacrifice his friends over, himself or the camp. Like, he's trying to do the good for, well, him by keeping his friends alive, which, might end up costing him in this. And, of course, uh, Adam Edge Copeland once again back for season 3. I hope to God he has more scenes than what he did in season 2. Not to say, like, that was a hindrance on the season, but, like, in season 1, we got to see him, like, a fair few times, and in season 2, it was, like, just a episode. So, as the wrestling fan in me wants him to be in more of the season. But I don't know. With the story that they seem to be going with, which is our gang going up against the Titans, I don't know. I don't know if he'll be in more of the season. We'll have to wait and see. But I made a comment on this when they first rolled the trailer. It looks like they might recast. Well, not even might recast. They're going to have to recast Zeus because Lance Reddick, I believe is his last name. Lance Reddick has sadly passed away. At least he was able to, get season 1. But, of course, he's now, like I said, passed away. They're going to have to try and find somebody else. But, yeah, I definitely have that one circled on the calendar for November this year. Get our first look at the villain for Incredibles 3. I mean, granted, it's not much. It's basically a silhouette with, like, the eye holes and then, the shaping of what might potentially be his costume and his mask. But I think that looks pretty cool, if you ask me. And now we are getting to the big guns. Marvel is now starting to present their stuff. And of course, the first thing that is there is Vision Quest. And Vision Quest is going to be coming out in October. So, along with all the horror stuff that we're going to be covering off on the channel, we have ourselves Vision Quest. And of course, we have our first trailer for it. So, without any further ado, let us delve into this first trailer for Vision Quest. Let's take a look, shall we?
Before you started working here, I remember when you'd come in all the time with that redhead.
I was a different person back then.
How about now? Anyone waiting for you tonight?
No. Home is just me.
That's freaky.
Who am I? I was an Avenger, but I'm not a hero anymore. I have his face, but not his virtue. All I have is his name.
Welcome home, Vision.
Oh, yep. Jarvis.
The house is getting crowded, Vision. Ultron! Human avatars only.
Sir, I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Dad? Papa? Peepaw? I was stranger to myself. That family wasn't real. You sure about that?
father, a machine called Vision.
Muzzle tough. It's a boy. How is this possible? Free us all and save your son.
Groundbreaking trilogy.
My purpose.
With a genocidal maniac inside your head.
Nothing bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
Yeah, dude, that that looks awesome. Oh, that looks so good. That looks really, really good. Of course, we have all of the gang coming back. We have, of course, Paul Bettany coming back to be Vision. And it looks as though it's White Vision trying to, like, piece together. Because remember, at the end of WandaVision, the Hex Vision gave White Vision, essentially all of his memories, essentially. And so that may be White Vision trying to, like, piece together, his life, essentially, before being destroyed, and, well, after as well. We have... I'm going to butcher this horribly. Riardri. Again, I apologize profusely about that pronunciation. Malika. I probably didn't butcher that as horribly as I did. Who is playing Tommy? That was set up at the end of Agatha All Along, that Agatha and Billy were going to go and search for Tommy. So I think that is going to play a key thing in this show as well. But the big thing is James Spader once again coming back to play Ultron. In fact, all of the Stark OSs are coming back because we saw James Darcy as Jarvis. Ola Brandy is going to be playing Friday. Emily Hampshire is going to be playing Edith. So, like, all of the old Stark OSs are going to be coming back in this show. And to think that, that these are, like, Vision's friends, essentially. And, like, Ultron is going to be, like, the grumpy kind of reckless grandpa of the group. And it does appear as though that Ultron might end up being the kind of big bad of the whole, or at least this season. So that is going to be very intriguing, to say the least. And this is going to be coming out October 14th. So, like I said, again, we're going to be taking, bits and breaks from horror to talk about some superhero stuff. So be sure to be on the lookout for those reviews in October. Hugh Jackman had made an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con. Funny enough, people doing their online sleuthing, Ryan Reynolds actually came out in the color Jean Grey, was his suit color, which was just an absolutely beautiful bit of trolling. by Ryan Reynolds because, everyone and their mother knew essentially who Sadie Sink's character was going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So that was a lovely bit of trolling from Mr. Ryan Reynolds. So I love the fact that Ryan did San Diego Comic-Con and Hugh did D23. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, the hype continues to build for Avengers Doomsday, and we now have a still of Doctor Doom on his throne, and I have to say that looks pretty sweet. that looks pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I know some people are, at least some people online are, poo-pooing this film and saying that, the trailer for it wasn't all that great and stuff like that. And I'm here to say, be quiet and sit down, because let me just tell you about the entire, not say saga, but what I experienced when opening up my AMC app on my phone. So these are show times for Avengers Doomsday the night before the movie comes out, so the 17th of December. And these are Dolby showings at a theater that's a little bit of ways away from me. But the show times are 1, 4:45, 8:30, and 12:15 in the morning. And all of them are getting close to being sold out. We go to, the day it actually releases, the 18th. And the Dolby show times for that, 7:15 in the morning, 11 a.m., 2:45, 6:30, 10:15, and they also have a 2 a.m. showtime for Doomsday. And of course, me being, the guy that I am, I'm like, oh, maybe I end up going to see this movie, because I even told my parents, I'm like, I might even take off work to go and see Doomsday and Dune on the same day it releases. So I was like, maybe try my luck and see what happens. I click on the 11 a.m. showtime for Avengers Doomsday, and, lo and behold, rest assured, I got my ticket. I 100% got my ticket for Avengers Doomsday, which is absolutely awesome. It's so cool that I'm going to be able to go and watch it and experience it with a theater full of people. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And they have dropped a special look at Doomsday. I'm so excited about this. We got some brand new footage that they've decided to release upon us. So we're gonna go and check this puppy out. Let us take a look at what is being called a special look at Avengers Doomsday. Let's take a look, shall we?
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room. He used to be different. He used to be kind, he used to be caring. And then, everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
Victor,
Oh, is this Latveria?
did you do this?
All of you have lived, stolen lives. But now you must give them back. Answer me, Victor! Did you do this? I swear you will beg for hell long before I grant it.
He just swatted Stormbreaker away.
Answers to me.
Oh, dude.
Am doom.
Oh, man. Oh, dude. That's that is oh, that is so that is so sick. Doom just creating an army of sentinels. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. So good. That is so awesome. And I love the fact that, it's Sue. Because remember, back at First Steps, that Latvian seat at, I forget Future Foundation. There we go. The seat at the Future Foundation meeting, that was bare. That was left bare. And I love the fact that Sue was like, Victor was like everyone else until he lost everything. And I love that Reed just at him, just yelling like, "What did you do?" And just him swatting. He swats Stormbreaker away with just his two fingers. Oh my god. This is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I don't want to hear anything negative about this movie. This movie's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. It is going to be oh so good. Oh so good. Alright, so calming down. Although, if I'm being all honest, I don't know how calm I'm going to be for this next part, because after Doomsday, they started talking about the X-Men. The X-Men. And we are now starting to get who is in the lineup. First off, a person that I think had already been confirmed by this point, but Kit Connor is going to be Cyclops in the X-Men movie. And we actually have a release date for that X-Men movie, which is going to be coming out May 5th, 2028. So after, all the things that happen in Doomsday and Secret Wars, we're going to get ourselves an X-Men movie. Now, someone who had been heavily rumored to be in this movie was, quite honestly, if I'm being, upfront, the breakout star of this year, Indy Navarrete. Of course, her amazing performance in Obsession has basically taken the world by storm, and she is, very, very hot right now. And it had been reported that she had met with, the dude that is directing this X-Men movie, Jake Schreier, who did the Thunderbolts movie for Marvel. There had been a lot of discussion about who she could potentially play. Well, it has now been confirmed. She, and when I say she, it's Indy Navarrete, she will be playing Rogue in the X-Men movie, which I think that's pretty good casting, in my opinion, because my mind immediately goes to the scene where she reads like an excerpt from her book that she did, that weird Hansel and Gretel, like, fiction of them, like, making out and stuff, where she did the different voices. She didn't need to do that, but she did, and that made it a lot creepier. So that kind of tells me that, oh, she can go and have like a really good Southern accent for Rogue. So I'm very, very interested in that, and I can't wait to see her performance as Rogue. Another guy who had been linked heavily to this movie was Christopher Abbott. His name had been floating around a little bit in terms of, like, who he was going to play, but I think many people nailed him to be this specific role, and it has now been confirmed. Christopher Abbott is going to be playing Professor X in the X-Men movie, which I think is going to be really, really good. Just in terms of like the things that he has done in his career. He was in a movie called Sanctuary, but in terms of like things that I have seen, he was in Poor Things. He was in Craven the Hunter, which I know, not glowingly, people talk about that movie. And he was also in Lee Winnell's Wolfman movie, which, say what you will about that movie, but his performance as the dad in that movie, that was really, really good. And so I'm very much looking forward to his portrayal of Professor X in the X-Men movie. Now, this, I don't think people were expecting this, but just with me, with the sentence that I'm about to say, I'm so excited about this. It's been confirmed that Adam Driver, Kylo Ren himself, will be the villainous Mr. Sinister in the X-Men movie. I think that is absolute pitch perfect casting. Sinister needs an air of seriousness to him, but can also, crack a joke here and there. And I think Driver is able to do that I mean, look at what he was able to do with Kylo Ren. Again, say what you will about um the sequel movies that came out um from Disney once they, acquired Star Wars, but Kylo Ren was really, really good, and Adam Driver was really good in those movies. So for him to be Mr. Sinister, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool if you ask me. That's really, really cool. And then, of course, this one had been confirmed already, but Samara Weaving is going to be um, Emma Frost. That one had already been confirmed. Another one that has been announced um, is Maya Boyd. She is going to be playing Storm in the X-Men movie. Now, I have not heard of Maya Boyd. Let me see here what her body of work is. It seems like she is a theater performer. She is more so of a theater performer. Maya Boyd starred in the title role in the Broadway smash hit & Juliet. Prior to & Juliet, she made her Broadway debut in Merrily We Roll Along. So yeah, she seems to more have a theater background. Not anything related to like movies, but it's very interesting, very intriguing. I have to wait and see what her portrayal of, Aurora Monroe is going to be like. So that is very interesting. So, just to recap here, the cast of the X-Men so far, of course, we already knew Sadie Sink, she's Jean Grey. Kit Connor, excuse me, is going to be Cyclops. Samara Weaving is going to be Emma Frost. We already knew that, but confirmed today. Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Indy Navarrete as Rogue, Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, and Maya Boyd as Storm. I think that is that's a really, really good, that's a really good cast lineup, if you ask me. Like, that's pretty good, if you ask me. So, I'm very much looking forward. Like, I think everyone was looking forward to this X-Men movie that was going to be coming out. But now with having some more of the cast be confirmed, yeah, I'm 100% excited about this. I'm 100% excited about this. Say we have our first little glimpse here at Ahsoka Season 2. I think I might have also mentioned this in the past. But I am thinking on doing I think, and I could be 100% wrong in this, but I'm thinking that I didn't cover Ahsoka Season 1 on the channel. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, I've not covered Ahsoka Season 1 on this channel. So I was thinking that we do a rewatch and review of Ahsoka Season 1 in the lead up to Ahsoka Season 2. At least that was, that was the plan. And that still is very much the plan. It's just we'll have to wait and see, when it's going to release. But they have shown off a little bit of, or at least they have shown off a still of Anakin and Ahsoka from season 2. So they probably did all of the stuff for Marvel, and now they're going to be going to Star Wars now. Some of that went down the wrong pipe. Whew. All right, so like I said, Ahsoka Season 2 is going to be coming up. And I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Because Ahsoka Season 1, I think, doesn't get a lot of credit for being a really good Star Wars show. Like, it's not up there with, like, Andor and stuff, but, like, it's still a really, really good Star Wars show. And so I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they have in store for Season 2. So without any further ado, let us take a look at this first trailer for Ahsoka Season 2. Let's dive in, shall we?
Tell me, Ahsoka. What troubles you?
More flashback stuff.
I'm always walking by your side.
Citizens of the glorious empire, I have returned. I took an oath to protect the empire. I therefore declare war on the Rebel Alliance.
Out of vision. What did you see? More.
More and more danger than I thought.
Balin claimed to have knowledge of a power.
Master!
One that could end wars.
Zeb!
A long time ago, I walked away from the Jedi.
This is your trial, Ahsoka. Take your time to decide.
Hu Yang
You
with
Jedi.
the lightsabers.
Or not.
Yeah, dude, that looks awesome. that looks so awesome. That just looks like it is so much fun. That looks like it's just that has fun seeping out of it. And I know that it's going to be fun because it's Dave Filoni, doing Dave Filoni things. Like, that man just does incredible stuff. Now, should preface this, because, again, much like, talking about, earlier with, who was it that, oh my gosh, my memory is just fading away. Oh, yes, with Lance Reddick passing away, and so they have to find somebody else to play Zeus in Percy Jackson. Ray Stevenson passed away as well. Yeah, I think before the release of Ahsoka Season 1, uh, Stevenson played Balin Skull, who in Season 2, I forget who is playing him in Season 2. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head who was replacing him for his role in Season 2. But it definitely looks like he's going to be playing a factor in this upcoming season. We also saw Shin Hati as well, which was Balin's apprentice. The Dathomirian witches are once again coming out in full force as well, being part of Thrawn's forces. And it's basically going to be Thrawn against the New Republic. That is going to be that's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's going to be all sorts of fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. So this should come as absolutely no surprise to anybody. But considering the fact that, Zootopia 2 made all the money at the box office, we should be at all no surprised that they are working on Zootopia 3. So, and they say that the film will follow the arrival of birds. What, like migration? But no, they have the 4 different biomes of Zootopia. So, interesting. The arrival of birds. That will be very intriguing, to say the least. Interesting. So we have something from Disney Animation. We have some concept art for their next original film that is slated for release. And it's called Clay. The film, which stars Kieran Culkin, follows a terrible mentor who must look after a newborn ball of clay. And the movie is set to come out in November of 28. And just for reference, here is the concept art. And it looks almost Seussian, if you ask me. Because don't these little flower things look like the same flower from Horton Hears a Who? Am I wrong in stating that? And doesn't this character, who I assume that is Kieran Culkin's character, doesn't that look like a Seuss character? Doesn't it look like it just a little bit? So that is very intriguing, to say the least. Kieran Culkin, of course, Oscar winner for his role in A Real Pain, which, if you've not checked out my review for A Real Pain, or have not checked out that movie in general, I highly recommend that you do, because his performance in that movie was really, really good. It was really, really good. He definitely deserved that Oscar for his performance. But yeah, this is. It sounds like it's a very interesting idea. But I'll definitely have that one circled, way far in advance for November of 28. I say the trailers and stuff are now making their way online. I've seen the Vision Quest trailer online. I see the Ahsoka Season 2 trailer online. And of course, the special look at Avengers Doomsday also being online. That trailer has been online for 31 minutes and has already gotten 1 million views. That is insanity. Absolute insanity. About to say, interesting that, with all the Star Wars coverage, like Ahsoka Season 2 is the only thing that got mentioned. So, at least so far, for Star Wars. Which is very, very intriguing. Because I would have thought the biggest thing in terms of like Star Wars stuff to come out on, for D23 was the Starfighter trailer. But I guess not. It's like, I guess not. Just checking to make sure they've not dropped. No, they've not dropped anything without, posting anything about it. It's just very intriguing. Very intriguing. Like, again, panel's not done yet. But it's just very intriguing that there's nothing about Starfighter. Not a single thing at all. This is very, very intriguing. Say it is getting it's getting late. It's getting late. So I think what I will end up doing is most likely what I will do is I will break up this stream into multiple stuff. Granted, that's not going to be immediately after, nor is it going to be Saturday. It will most likely be Sunday where I end up breaking up all of this stuff and posting it in individual videos. So that will most likely be the case, and for all of the bigger stuff that is talked about, like for sure Doomsday, for sure Ahsoka season 2, and then probably some of the ancillaries stuff that got released. Maybe I might post Bluey as well. We'll just have to wait and see. just have to wait and see. I should also mention Adam Driver sent in a video to everyone at D23, um, uh, his introduction as Mr. Sinister. I guess also as well, I'll probably post the Percy Jackson trailer as well. Ooh, I'm not able to hold back the yawns now, as it is almost a quarter to 1 in the morning here on the East Coast. So I am getting close to just almost, passing out on stream due to tiredness at this point. But I think we might be winding down on the panel. Maybe. We'll wait it out until 1 in the morning. Um do do do. Yeah, so far, I have really enjoyed all of the things that have been announced so far from D23. I think this year's has been it's been pretty good, if you ask me. It's been pretty good. Obviously, I think the standouts will be from the Marvel side of the house, with the confirmation of who's going to be in the X-Men movie, mixed in with the Doomsday trailer that dropped. And I think with that, I think that'll probably be like the big thing that'll be like that people will have, saying, yeah, this year was a really, really good year. This was a really good year for D23. So, I was about to say, a lot of stuff has been confirmed for a lot of the big franchises. So, to kind of give a pseudo recap here, Marvel side got confirmed. A fair bit of who's going to be in the X-Men movie, which they have slated for release for May of 2028. Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Kit Connor as Cyclops, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, um, Maya Boyd as Storm, Indy Navarrete as Rogue, and that cast just has me smiling from ear to ear. For Avengers Doomsday, we have a brand new trailer, which looks really, really good. I'm very much excited. I'm very, very excited about that movie coming out at the tail end of the year. In terms of Star Wars stuff, we have a Ahsoka Season 2 trailer, which looks really, really awesome. That is slated for release in January of 27. And I'm so excited to be delving back into the Ahsoka world. Um, Although, funny enough, no Starfighter trailer. No Starfighter trailer, interestingly enough. Confirmation of a couple of projects on the animation side of the house. Oswald is going to be getting released. New concepts for movies like Clay, and also a Kingdom Hearts series that's going to be on Disney Plus. I guess another thing from the Marvel side, Vision Quest finally had its first trailer drop, and it looks really, really good. Let me see here. Bluey movie is now confirmed. Talked about the new Simpsons movie. Like, they had quite a few stuff. Incredibles 3 concept art has dropped. Gato teaser as well. Teaser stuff for Gato. New projects like Zootopia 3, Lilo and Stitch 2, Ghost Market. It's like they dropped lots and lots of stuff tonight. Lots and lots of stuff. I'm about to say, and we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Not done yet. They started to talk about Frozen 3 and the fact that Olaf is going to be finding love in Frozen 3, and they have dropped a little bit of concept art for that with the female snowman, which I think that'll be an interesting side plot to say the least. Yeah, there's the female snowman right there, so that will be interesting to say the least. And again, once again, you might be rolling your eyes at the fact of them making a Frozen 3. But need I remind you that Frozen 2 made a lot of money at the box office. And we are once again come to the fact of, well, this is an IP. This is now an IP now. So, and IP films, they make all of the money at the box office, all of the big money, I should say, at the box office. So, of course, they're going to be making a Frozen 3. Man. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold back my yawns at this point. They have teased everyone at D23 with Olaf's love song for Frozen 3, which I find absolutely hysterical. Granted, I'm thinking that this, love story with Olaf. Oh man, that's probably everybody else's reaction to hearing, about this. Olaf's gonna have a girl snowman that he's gonna be falling, head over like stumps for. It's like, oh, that's boring, and he's got a song that's like, oh, boring. But I think it'll be a nice little source of comedy for the movie, and I think it's absolutely hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to go. Oh man, because I am starting to get tired. Starting to get tired. Yeah, man. We have some concept art for Frozen 3. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so tired. Oh god. The film is going to follow Anna and Elsa facing off against an evil ice queen after she disturbs Anna's wedding. And here is the concept art that they released, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks absolutely amazing. Now, I was going to say, but it wasn't going to make any logical sense whatsoever. I was going to say, well, maybe that evil ice queen could potentially be, I forget the name of the character, but the other person that had ice powers from Once Upon a Time, season 4. It was like it could be that character. But then I remembered, no, she ended up dying at the end of that arc of the season. So I was like, never mind. I don't think it's gonna be that character. But I still think that's a pretty cool concept for a movie. Is that this evil ice queen has come in and, stopped Anna's wedding from happening, and now they have to figure out what on earth we're gonna do. Oh god, to deal with it. Like, I need to deal with me yawning. Oh my god. So, what I'll probably end up doing is, even if the panel is not done by 1 a.m. my time, I'm probably just gonna end up cutting the stream at 1 a.m. because, one, I need to go to bed because I have a very, very busy day tomorrow seeing all those movies. And two, I am a person that needs his sleep. No matter how little I get of it, I need sleep. I am not a machine. I'm not, a constant machine that just keeps going and going and going. I need my sleep. I need sleep. Man. So, again, I want to give the biggest of biggest thank yous to Discussing Film for being there live and in person and providing updates through his socials on everything that got announced / shown to the folks who are attending D23 this year. So, again, wanted to give one last thank you and suggestion or mention of Discussing Film. Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, be sure to tune into the channel in the coming days for all of the movie reviews that I'm going to be seeing tomorrow. Those will most likely be posted Sunday. And then probably the bigger stuff from this live stream, I will most likely end up just pulling the live stream from YouTube, cutting it up into clips and / videos, and uploading those onto the channel as well on Sunday. So, again, be sure to be on the lookout for those. Key ones, of course, being Doomsday, Ahsoka Season 2, Vision Quest, and a whole host of others as well. But I am thinking that even though it is quite, essentially, it is getting close. It's 12:59. It's going to be 1 a.m. here relatively soon. And so far, I am not seeing anything new yet on Discussing Film. His Twitter, I'm not seeing anything new quite yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it right there because, well, for one, I need sleep. Like I said, I have a busy day tomorrow, and I would like to get, some sleep in so that, I'm actually able to pay attention to the movies that I'm actually going to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever live stream here on the channel. Got to play a little bit of SuperCard there at the beginning, and then, of course, once the panel really started going, we got some footage and we got some concept art to talk about. So let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more of these live streams in the future. But that's going to be pretty much it for me on this one, guys. Be safe out there, and I will catch you guys next time. I'll see you guys later.